Welcome to the Loud Lounge.
Welcome to the Loud Lounge.
Welcome to the Loud Lounge.
Yeah,
This is the Loud Lounge. Come chill at the Loud Lounge.
We are chilling at the Loud Lounge.
Welcome to the Loud Lounge with yours truly, Selective Free and the beautiful Chung Lee. But today is not like no other show. I have a good friend of mine, Mr. Shawn Roberts, in the building of today. But before we get into it, he's not just an entrepreneur. He's a great man, an entertainer, as well as a clothing designer. So this interview is going to be a little different. We're going to get the personal side of Shawn, as well as the business side. So Shawn, no long talking. Welcome to the Loud Lounge.
Welcome to the Loud Lounge.
Thank you guys
Yes.
for having me. Glad to be here.
Yes.
I don't know if I can live up to that introduction, but I'll try my best.
Yes.
So how did Urban Island come about? How did you start your brand?
Well, it actually started, I was thinking over the sort of pandemic when we were sort of locked down and stuff like that. And I was looking for other revenue streams. I actually saw on one of my friends' Instagram, and it was a post that he put on there, and it said, "Don't let your employer determine your revenue." And I said, oh, that resonated with me really, really hard at that time. You know, I think a lot of people were going through difficult times and, you know, struggling and stuff like that.
It was hard, yeah.
Yeah. So I said, well, you know, I like fashion, and Bermuda really doesn't have a whole lot specifically for men at that time. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a few stores here and there. Even some of the larger stores had menswear, but it was more U.S., European based design and stuff like that. Yes. And I had a couple of friends here that had their own brands, and you know, they were promoting them and stuff like that. And I said, I think that I can do that. So I started, you know, thinking about what designs I could possibly do. If I was to have my own company, what name I would come up with and stuff like that. And just growing up in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, fashion sort of changed dramatically. And I think a lot of it had to do with the hip hop culture and dancehall culture, and the fact that Bermuda has those influences because of our proximity to the U.S. and then also because we have our heritage coming through the Caribbean or even through Europe and the UK and stuff like that. So that's where I started to sort of look at the fashion trends and stuff like that, and how Bermuda is actually influenced by it. So I started designing while I was home, just YouTube Academy, you know, Google, all of university, all of that type of stuff, just trying to see what the urban trends actually were. The other thing that influenced me was thinking about Bermuda and how we love to dress, but we dress clean, trendy, but sort of understated, you know what I mean? So when we look at how we put clothes together, a lot of times we may put untraditional combinations together, or we use the different colors that we see throughout Bermuda. And that's where a lot of my products, you will see them have colors that are pastels or brights, like the colors that we see either in our houses and how we paint our houses and stuff like that, or just the foliage that we see when we like the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's how I sort of started putting it all together, and then it just went from there.
Yeah, because I'm feeling that outfit. I love that one.
Thank you.
That's clean.
Yeah.
Gotta get me one.
A thing I want to ask you is, we're more into love.
Right.
We're bigger guys. So what I can say, as people can see,
Right on earth, take me back.
as people can see, I'm wearing this clothing line.
Right.
I appreciate your clothing line because you have it in my size.
Right.
And those that are looking at us right now, it's a lot of Bermudian men that don't wear mediums. And a lot of times I'll go like one of my good friends, I wouldn't say his name. I said, look, let me get a tracksuit. Oh, I ain't go far as large. And I was like, real men don't wear large like that. Like, because you wear a 9.5, I wear a 13,
Right,
bro.
right,
Like,
right.
you have to think, and I appreciate that. And we've had our conversations many times, I'm an avid wearer,
Thank you.
Show the camera what you're wearing. So this is one of your hoodies.
Yeah, so this is our sort of newest design. It's born and raised Bermuda.
Okay.
So it was inspired by Bermudian pride, essentially. So I think coming out of the pandemic, what I noticed was there was a lot more Bermudians wearing apparel that actually had Bermuda on it. Now, in
Yes.
the past, a lot of Bermudians didn't want to do that.
They didn't really want to, yeah.
That was more a tourist thing, and maybe it's a
Yeah.
bit corny and stuff like that.
That's true.
And so I actually, when I started the brand Urban Island, I said, okay, well, I don't want to limit it only to Bermuda, right? So I'm trying to sort of cater to a wider, more global audience, specifically people of island descent or people who identify as an islander. So that's people that live on island, people whose family have maybe emigrated from the islands to North America, to the UK, wherever around the world and stuff like that. People still identify as islanders, right? So those are the people that I'm looking to serve by providing them with apparel made by islanders for islanders, or people that identify as islanders. So that's where this design specifically sort of came from, was that Bermudians were very prideful in recent times about wearing Bermuda inspired apparel. So I said, okay, well, let me try that, because there was a couple of people that asked me, hi, do you have anything that has Bermuda on it? And I was like, oh, okay. And once that started to happen more and more often, I said, okay, I need to start designing some pieces that either have Bermuda on it, BDA on it, or anything, that with the island on it or something like that. So, so I actually have a whole collection that is specifically for people that want something that says Bermuda or that resonates with them.
And that's the cleaners I'm seeing Frey in a hoodie. So you need to got every color. You have a lot of more colors for them, right?
Well,
You just need to stick to wearing that one, Frey, because that's the cleaners I'm seeing you, okay?
Well, I see she's hitting on me on camera. So
Hey, please.
what I want to ask you, you was talking about Bermudian inspired.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your tracksuit where we have like
I
a
love
Gombe
that.
tracksuit.
I was thinking that too,
Traditional colors and
That would be
your
nice.
urban thing, but see how you have your logo?
Yeah.
And
Like
these
a
stripes can have these
Gombe.
splashy Gombes.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Yes.
It would be. So right now, I have about 6 different designs that I'm focusing on at the moment.
Okay.
I do have a couple of inspired pieces that you won't possibly see on my website, but you might see when I'm at a pop-up or something like that. There are some pieces that I bring out as limited edition pieces. I did have one last summer that had the Gombes so I had my logo across the front and it had the Gombes in the background as an actual photo and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I brought that in, and that was as a limited edition. So.
And make sure when you do your limited editions, you come to the Loud Lounge so we can see it first and get first preference.
Yeah, and so that's
And we're always looking for people to dress us.
yes,
Always.
yes.
Always.
Because now I'm feeling left out.
Well, you saying that, I actually have something for you here.
Oh, I love gifts. Thank you. Okay. Should I open it and show her?
Yes.
Okay, you guys.
And you can see this.
And the
It's a new
packaging
year.
is
We're
nice.
starting new trends.
Ooh. Okay.
Now we
Thank you.
could be twinning.
I mean, you might not look as good as me, but you guys support Urban Island. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much.
So let's take a quick break, and we'll be sure to come back with more questions with Shawn.
Yes, thank you, Shawn.
Come chill
We
at
are
the
chilling
Loud
at the
Lounge.
Loud Lounge.